I'm reading here from Psychic Self-Defense by Dion. Chapter 7, The Pathology of Non-Human Contacts. There are other forms of life as well as ours, whose sphere of evolution impinges upon the earth. In the realm of folklore, we constantly meet with the idea of intercourse between the human and fairy kingdoms. We shall be rash if we assume that an extensive body of folk belief is entirely without foundation in fact. Let us therefore examine these old and crude beliefs and see whether we can find any grounds for them, and if so, what the real nature of the facts may be, and whether they throw any light upon modern psychic phenomena. There are many of us who have met people who might well be described as non-human, soulless, in that the ordinary human motives are not operative with them, nor do the ordinary human feelings prompt or inhibit them. We cannot but love them, for they have great charm, but we cannot but dread them as well, for they spread an infinitude of suffering around them. Although seldom deliberately evil, they are singularly detrimental to all with whom they come in contact. They, for their part, are unhappy and lonely in our midst. They feel themselves to be alien and uncompanioned. Every man's hand is against them, and in consequence it all too often happens that their hand is against everyone, and they develop a puckish malevolence, though there is seldom calculated evil-doing. Gratitude, compassion, good faith, morality, and common honesty are utterly foreign to their natures, as far beyond their conception as the differential calculus. They are not immoral, however, but simply non-moral. On the other hand, they possess the virtues of absolute sincerity and great courage. In terms of human ethics, they are undesirables, but they have an ethic of their own to which they are loyal, and that's the beauty, which is truth, and that is all they know, and as far as their life is concerned, all they need to know. In social relations, they take violent likes and dislikes. They show a facile and demonstrative affection towards those they like, but quickly forget them. Gratitude and pity are unknown to their nature. Towards those they dislike, they are pettily malicious, and in all relations of life they are utterly irresponsible. Many human beings hate them on sight, whereas others are fascinated by them because they bring with them a sense of unearthly beauty and quickening of the life forces. I have been able to investigate the history of two such beings, and it's interesting to note that both of them were conceived while their mothers were under the influence of drink. There is a very great deal of information available concerning the occult aspect of the incarnation of souls, but not much of the knowledge concerning the actual facts of conception has ever found its way into print. I have given a little in my book, The Esoteric Philosophy of Love and Marriage. She goes on to briefly describe the occult aspect of the incarnation of souls, and then states that it may be theoretically possible for a being of a parallel evolution to be drawn into incarnation in a human body. The chapter carries on in this same very fascinating way, and it describes, among other things, the disastrous nature of close contact or marriage even with a being of this type. She also goes on to describe how magicians will contact these beings or this realm of beings, but she advocates the need for great care to be taken, as well as a fair bit of experience. She says it's not for the neophyte. So it's a very, very interesting read. I highly recommend